Welcome to the webinar. Good morning. Happy Saturday. It's a nice, bright day outside. So we just launched Sliver Bullet Pro, which is automated trading software, version 2 of it last week. We added a lot of features over the version 1. And we like to call it the Tesla of futures trading software because it's an automated trading software and a lot of features. So we will cover all that in this webinar. So thanks for joining. I welcome you all to this webinar. This is about Sliver Bullet Trading System that Sliver Trades has developed. And we believe it could be path to your financial freedom. I'm Rao K, Managing Director and Chief Architect of Sliver Bullet Trading System. I founded Sliver Trades last year in November, and we have seen good amount of response from from the traders community. So before I get started, statutory disclaimer that performances vary from person to person, circumstance to circumstance. So you understand the risk involved before making trading career, but we have tried our best to minimize all the risks which we'll cover in this webinar. But this statutory disclaimer we need to show, so we are showing it. So this webinar is going to have 3 parts. In the first part, we'll give you the education. We'll tell you about the system. We'll tell you about the market. We'll tell you about the trading instrument. We'll give you all the background. And the second part will be about the demo of the software Sliver Bullet Pro 2.0. And the third part will be the decision making, where we will try to understand we'll help you try to understand whether this system is right for you, and also the offer. And stay till the end. We have special discount as well, which we are going to offer. So as human, as a living being, as a sentient being, what's our quest? We quest for freedom. We quest for financial freedom. We quest for religious freedom. We quest for constitutional freedom. All types of freedom we pursue. This webinar is going to be about financial freedom. We are not going to talk about any other freedom, but financial freedom. And that freedom is exemplified by a person laying on a beach that you see on the left side of the screen. He's holding a laptop. So he's perhaps traveling somewhere. He is where he wanted to be, holding a laptop. Most likely he's trading. The point here is, this picture exemplifies financial freedom is because of the fact that he is able to make decision for himself. So we'd like to define financial freedom as the desire for making decisions without financial constraints. It's about the freedom to travel, own a home, pursue one's passions without financial constraints. And we believe trading could help achieve that financial freedom that all human beings, sentient beings, aspire for. Now, before I get started, I want to define trading as a business. I want to explain whether it makes business sense or not. Any endeavor we undertake, it must make a business sense. And if we want to evaluate trading as a business, we must consider the cost component of it and the income component of it. So when we want to consider trading as a business and try to understand the cost component of it, we need at least a computer. That's the bare minimum, and the internet connection. Without these two, we are not going to be able to trade. So assuming you already have a computer, you already have an internet, because these are the two items you are using currently to watch this webinar, we will kind of assume that you meet that minimum requirement to be able to trade, and you already own the asset required. However, we have put a number here, $1,500, because if you want to upgrade your computer to a decent one, not that with your existing computers you cannot trade, you would need to spend this amount. And if we want to take all numbers, and put them together in one place to be able to evaluate whether trading is a viable business or not. And you need data feed. Data feed means like market data, which could cost you anywhere from $15 to $100. So we took a mid number, $50. You need a trading platform to be able to trade. Brokerages provide a trading platform either as a subscription or one-time license fee. This is required for day trading, for the kind of trading we are talking about in this course, this webinar. So the platform that we recommend costs $1,000 per lifetime license, costs $1,000. Some other platforms charge $70 per month. So we have taken that cost into account. And then you need funds to trade. To be able to do day trading and the kind of trading we are advocating here, you need a minimum of $25,000. Anything less, you cannot do day trading, and that's minimum. It's you need much more than this, but I've taken the minimum number that's viable for an average person. And then trading education. Trading is not like buying a grocery, and it could be seen as buying grocery, but there has to be a system in place. There has to be a pattern, process, all that. And that education people do not get in school or college. People acquire it simply by opening a brokerage account and just buying and selling at random, or with some hot tip they receive from some place. But it has to be a systematic education, systematic learning, and that costs anywhere from $12,000 to $50,000 and up. So I have evaluated different trading programs, education programs, and I arrived at conclusion that it minimum costs $12,000. And then trade automation software. If you want to day trade, you need in a fast-moving market, you need a software which costs anywhere from $500 to $10,000. Taking all these numbers into account, what's the income potential? So I have taken a number like $50 per day trading 1 hour. So I've taken only 1 hour of trading time. We must allocate an hour or so. We should not be trading whole day. If we try to trade whole day, all day, then it's not financial freedom. You are tied to your chair and table and screen, and you are trading 8 hours a day, and then that's not financial freedom. That's doing another job. So, and I have taken $50 as a number because that's a reasonable number. If a person earns $50 per hour, that makes it, he is able to make $100,000 per year, because there are 2,000 hours per year. So 2,000 times 50 is $100,000, and that's a decent living for many people. So, but as such, $50 per hour is not a great number, but I've taken that minimum possible number, and we are going to see if it makes a business sense. So if we add all these numbers on the left, the cost component, it costs us $40,000 to $50,000. Of course, monthly internet fee and data fee is not included. This $40,000 to $50,000 is a one-time fee, and if you trade only 1 hour a day and make $50 per day, in a month, which has 20 days, 20 trading days, you make $1,000 per month. 50 times 20 is $1,000 per month. So you're investing $50,000 one time and making $1,000 per month. Or in a year, it's 12 times 1, which is $12,000 a year. So 50,000 one-time investment, $12,000 a year. Let's understand this number, whether it this time and now it makes business sense or not. So let me grab my pen here, and so so here we have this so we have this $50,000 one time, and then times 12 in a year is $12,000 per year. Let's evaluate whether it makes sense or not. So 12,000 a year of 50,000 is 25%. 25% returns. So 25% returns, if you look at it, it's amazing return. You know, banks give you 5% if you invest. S&P 500, if you invest in ETF and leave your $50,000 there, on the long run, it gives you 8 to 10% returns. But with trading, just by trading 1 hour, and $50 is reasonably possible and easily possible, we are making 25%. So it's already a good number. But with $12,000 a year, we cannot make a living. Forget about financial independence or financial freedom. So this is not freedom, right? Okay, this is not freedom, 12,000 a year. So now let me get to the real part of my presentation. Then I'll come back to this presentation, this slide, and show you if I'll show you it's possible to reduce this number to 1/10. 1/10 meaning we can reduce this number to 5,000, and we can increase this number 10x. 10x, meaning 5,000 investment one time and $120,000 per year, or $10,000 per month. And if that is possible, if it's possible, then it makes a great business. Then trading will be a great business. 5,000 one time investment and $10,000 per month every month. So, and this webinar is about we'll discuss how that can be achieved. So now let's explore. Let's explore trading. First, you have to learn trading, and to learn trading, you need to make time and financial investment. So financial investment, I mentioned that about $5,000. We'll come to this number, how it's possible. The time investment, that's in your hand. You'll have to put in time to learn how to trade, because trading requires skill. Because trading is complex, it requires skills. There are no guarantees in trading. I know results vary from person to person. There is no guarantee if you start from home to Walmart to buy grocery that you will reach there. A lot of things could happen on the road between your home and the Walmart, on your way while you are driving. So there are no guarantees in life in general, not just in trading. So and most of the time, traders fail because they make common mistakes and they are not able to overcome it, and they don't know what mistakes they are making. They don't have mentors. they don't have a systematic education, a systematic way of trading, so they make common mistakes. And let's understand what those common mistakes are, or to how to avoid those common mistakes. There are common mistakes, we'll not get into it, but how to avoid those common mistakes. Um, you can avoid by focusing only on high probability trading strategies. Um, so instead of buying and selling at random, based on your gut feel, we must focus on high probability trading setups all the time. And then we must automate the trading process. So having high probability strategy is not enough. We must automate because markets move fast. There are institutions involved. There are people use software, and we must have something to assess. We must have a tool that will help our life easy. And then, very important, we trade with other people's money. Because when we trade with our own money, our emotion comes in the way. We get attached to the outcome that we see on the screen, and if we are making a loss, we hold on to loss, hoping that market will come back our direction and we'll make profit. If we see a profit on the screen, we try to exit as soon as we can, so even when the profit is just small, because we want to be happy. We don't want to lose that profit, and then we lose the upside potential big time. So to avoid those emotional issues, we must use other people's money. In that way, we can trade emotion without emotions, and that's very important while trading. We should keep emotions away, and that's only possible by using other people's money. And we'll talk about how to get other people's money for our trading. And then we must trade during right market hours. So stock market uh, opens at around 8:30 Central, 8:30 a.m. Central, and closes at 3 p.m. Central. Right? And most of us, if you are working, most of our jobs are during this time. There are people who work in the evening. If they do in the morning, they're most likely sleeping, and they might be able to trade during this time slot. But those who have a day job, who work during the day, uh, cannot take advantage of this time window when the stock market is open. So what's the answer? What's the solution? So for that reason, we chose futures as our instrument of choice to trade. The reason for that is futures market is open 23 hours a day. It's open, unlike stock market, which is open only for 6 to 8 hours. Sometimes, for some institutions, there is before market, after market, but for general public, it's not accessible. But futures market is accessible 23 hours a day, and it's open 5.5 days a week. So futures market opens at 5 p.m. Central on Sunday and closes at 4 p.m. Central on Friday. And it's every day it takes a nap between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Central, but that's why it's only 23 hours, not 24 hours. So 1 hour of downtime it has. Other than that, 23 hours a day, futures market is open, and that gives a great amount of flexibility to people who have other jobs, other things to take care of. And so in addition to that flexibility, futures comes with customizable contracts. So it comes in different flavors, different shapes and size. It's highly customizable. They are called contracts because futures is a contract as on a future date, future month. So that's why it's called contract. So that gives a lot of flexibility to traders. It's not traded as in a number of shares, a lot, or things like that. It's traded in number of contracts. And there is a lot of liquidity in the futures market, meaning there are a lot of participants. Anytime you want to trade, you'll be able to open or close a position fairly easily. So there is a lot of participants here. It's not any exotic instrument anymore. So it's a very democratized instrument. Anybody, everybody can trade. It's accessible to everyone. And then using futures, you can leverage large positions. With a very small money, you can control a big position. So which means that just for the small movement in price, you can make a good profit, which also means that if there is a small movement in price against your direction, you make a loss as well. So it cuts both ways. That's why good education is important. We must understand all the nuances and quirks of futures instruments and markets. And that comes only if you have good education about futures market. And then futures is diversified across markets and asset classes. We have futures of all types of markets like S&P 500, Russell, Nasdaq, and across asset classes like crude oil, gold, Bitcoin. So whichever instrument you want to choose, you can choose. Though we have a favorite, we mostly trade that one, which we trade Nasdaq, but there is a lot of option here in futures market. Now, so here, let me move my. Okay. So here, futures instruments are listed. Some of them, the most commonly used, and all we need to know on this slide is that futures contracts come in two sizes. One is called minis, the other are called micros. So minis are the symbol for minis are ES for S&P 500, NQ for Nasdaq 100, RTY for Russell 2000, YM for Dow 30, CL for crude oil, GC for gold. The equivalent micros are MES, MNQ, M2K, MYM, MCL, MGC. So micros are 1/10 of the minis. So for now, that's all we need to understand. We have to just understand that these instruments, like any stock, can be traded. ES and Q, these can be bought and sold in the form of contracts, and people can profit from price change. They can also short it and short it at a high price and cover it at a low price. So both the directions they can trade it easily with equal ease. It's not that for shorting you need to put in more money, which is in the case of stock, where you have to have a bigger money or margin, which is called margin, to be able to short a stock. But here in futures, both buying and shorting require same amount of money. So we mostly trade ES and NQ in our system, but you can trade other instruments as well. So with that, I will move on, because that's all you needed to know on that slide. And how to get started. Getting started is very easy. You open a futures trading account with our recommended broker, which is NinjaTrader. NinjaTrader is our favorite. They, we have developed a Sliver Bullet Pro software, which needs to be installed on NinjaTrader, that works on NinjaTrader. And then you practice strategies mentioned in Sliver Trades Academy. We teach you all that you need to know to be able to trade how to trade, high probability setups, trade management, trade entry, risk management, trading psychology, all that we train you through our training and through Sliver Trades Academy. So these three things and your journey to futures trading begins. A more detailed explanation is in the next slide. So here we have a 6-step path to trading success. So I had as I mentioned in the previous slide, you install Sliver Bullet Pro software on Ninja Trader platform, which is our recommended platform. That's number one. Then you practice the automated strategies on a simulated account. First, you need to understand the trading platform, trading software, all that you need to understand, and you will be able to trade on a simulated account. You can train yourself on a simulated account first to become familiar with the platform and the software. Then you sign up for funded trading account. As I had mentioned, avoiding costly trading mistakes is to use other people's money. There are companies who are ready to give you their money so that you can trade. And for that, you have to sign up for their evaluation accounts. First, you have to prove that to them that you can trade successfully, trade profitably. So once you sign up, how you sign up? You sign up by paying a monthly subscription for a particular size of account. The accounts come in different sizes, like $25,000 account, $50,000 account. So if you want to sign up for $50,000 account, it costs you a monthly subscription of anywhere from $15 to $50, depending on the company. And that subscription you pay, and there is no limit to how long you need to how long you can take to pass. So initially you could take a few weeks, but slowly your things become better and better, and you can pass the evaluation in 2 to 3 weeks, if not less. So you sign up for that evaluation account and prove to them that you can make a profit of say if it is 25K account, $25,000 account, you have to make a profit of $1,500 profit without losing $1,500. You show them $1,500 you have made without losing $1,500, and you pass the evaluation. And so that's the step number 4. You pass the evaluation, and our trading software helps your journey. It helps you take automated trading at the high probability positions, and that helps you pass the evaluation. Of course, you need to learn the theory behind the trades, and which we teach you, and so that you develop understanding of the market and make right decisions at the right time. So once you pass the evaluation, you obtain a paid trading account. So evaluation account is converted to a paid trading account by paying a one-time fee you pay here. It's usually around $150 is one time. Here it was a subscription, monthly subscription. Here it is one-time fee. So once you pay this, you can obtain a paid trading account. Once you have a paid trading account, then you have to build what we call as a loss buffer. You build a loss buffer. So if it's a $25,000 account, you build a loss buffer of $1,500, and any profit above that $1,500, it's yours to keep. It means that you have started to earn by trading that funded account. So of course, the funding provider would like to take a cut from your profit. They take 10% of cut and gives you 90%. So 90% you keep, 10% you have to give to the funding provider, because that's their income. That's why they have risked their money. And once you have a paid trading account, You use you rinse and repeat step number 3, 4, and 5, and build a portfolio of funded accounts. So, and that's when the magic happens. One paid trading account you have obtained, and then you follow the process, step 3, 4, and 5. You get another paid trading account, then another, and then you can trade parallelly on all those accounts and multiply your profit. That's why it's similar to owning a rental property. A rental property could be, you acquire one rental property, get rents from the property, and then you acquire another one, put that on out for rent, and earn rent from that. So from two, then you get the third rental property. Like that, you go on and build a portfolio of funded accounts. So if you are opening a franchise chain, you do the same. You acquire one Subway sandwich joint, then another, and that way businesses build a portfolio of business. So same way, same concept here. You build a portfolio of accounts. So it takes time. It will not happen the first month or the second month. Over a period of time, within a year or so, even if you build a portfolio of 5 funded accounts, then you are getting drawing money from 5 accounts every day by trading those accounts parallelly for about an hour. So this is the path, 6-step path to trading success. And then we'll talk about our Sliver Bullet Trading System, what features our system has. So our system includes 3 parts. One is this trading education. We educate you. And the second part is the software. Then third part is the funding. The software can take trades in all types of markets. It can trade in trending market, swinging market, reversing market, all 3 types of markets: trending, swinging, reversing. And then you can automatically scale in and scale out, meaning if you have a position open and it goes against you, software will automatically scale in, add more positions, and try to get you out at break-even point. So automatically it adjusts the stop losses, automatically it adjusts the profit target, so you can come out of a bad position, bad trade. Then real-time performance monitoring. This is a very good important feature because we talked about financial freedom, which means freedom to travel. So you can be anywhere in the world where we have a good internet connection and be able to trade. You can trade using a laptop. You do not need a big setup of 5 computer screens and all. Of course, when you are at home, we recommend that you attach an additional screen, have 2 screens set up for your trading. But when you are on the road, all you need is a laptop, because on our laptop, on a single chart, we show you the performance of your trades, the number of trades you have traded, the profit you made, number of trades, number of contracts that are open, going live, the unrealized profit, unrealized loss, the account you are trading. All that is in one screen. So you can see the real-time performance on one screen. So it's you do not need a grand setup to be able to trade. You can trade even on the road. And then we provide assistance with funding programs. We'll help you sign up for funded accounts at a discounted subscription rate. We have affiliations with different companies. We get discounts, at a steep discount, 80% discount, sometimes 90% discount on their subscriptions. So that way, you can keep your costs low. And then we provide training and live demos, how to trade in the live market. We provide weekly training and all that as part of Sliver Bullet Trading System. So now, let's since you have joined, and you are trading a little bit, I want to give you some understanding of the market, how it works. And we have developed a unique way of looking at market, which I'm going to share with you in next couple of slides. And even if you don't join our program, these next couple of slides will change the way you look at the market. So so let me share with that market conditions. Start with market conditions. There are only three market conditions. One is uptrending. Market can go up like this. Market can go down, downtrending market this way. Market could be making swings and stay sideways, not going anywhere, back and forth. So these are the three market conditions. Each one has its own flavor. Like uptrending market could be making swings, going up. Downtrending market could be making swings, going down. And the sideways market could remain flat for extended period of time and go nowhere. So I will mark these conditions as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So our software can trade all these markets, automatically. But we recommend that whether using software or trading manually, avoid this market condition number 4. This is not right market to trade. The reason is the flat market breaks out in one direction or the other because it has to break out. It cannot remain flat always. It has to go up or down. And when it goes up, it breaks out with a force. And most of the breakouts in our experience, like 90%, 95% of the breakouts fail. And then what I mean by failing is when it breaks out to the upside, a trader buys the stock or the in futures contract, and they put a stop here below this all the price movement. And since breakouts fail, market dives down, takes the stop, gives a big loss, and the trader, thinking that he needs to recover the loss, he shorts the stock this time. And when it shorts it and puts a stop here, market turns again and it starts going up and up. And the trader has taken 2 losses, and he doesn't have courage or the funds to be able to make another trade, and just thinks what happened. So instead of getting into this kind of situation, we just simply say that traders, especially when they are new, not to trade this market, market condition number 4. Our software can give you great trades. We make profit all the time in this kind of market also, but it comes with an experience. We need to be very careful in this kind of market condition number 4. Now, show you in a cleaner picture. This is how the market condition number 4 looks like. You should avoid this market. And now to give you an example of market condition number 4, this is how it looks. Here you see the market was flat in a very narrow range for extended period of time, and then the market broke out here. You see the wick is a faint line here, means that bar was green initially, then the market plummeted. It came down a big way. If somebody bought here and put a stop here, they made a big loss. And then if someone shorted here and put a stop here, they made a big loss again, because market went back up and kept going up. So it didn't help. So that's why we say that avoid market condition number 4. Now, this slide is the most important slide of this webinar. We like to share it for free. Um, this we call as the market DNA, the picture of market DNA. This is how the market, this is the pattern of the market. This is the repeatable pattern, the repetitive pattern. Market behaves in this pattern all the time. So let's understand the DNA. Before that, what's a DNA? DNA is the smallest building block of life. Whether it's a plant or animal or human, all living beings have DNA, a smallest building block. So in biology class in high school, we have studied that the human DNA, or in DNA in general, um, has a double helix shape. This is the shape of the DNA. Uh, so So if the smallest building block of life has a particular shape, and in our understanding, in our conclusion, we have understood that market mimics life. Market mimics life because market is made of living people. It carries the living people's emotions, their fear, their greed. So we try to understand, if market follows life and life has DNA, then does market have a DNA of its own? And if it does, then what's the shape of that DNA? So when we asked ourselves that question, we came to conclusion that not just a conclusion. We discovered that market has DNA, and the shape of DNA is like this. This is the shape of the DNA, market's DNA. Why? Because price goes up, comes down, goes back up again. And if movements are never this sharp, it's usually, if we smoothen it, when we smoothen the movement, this is the movement, uh, especially if we smoothen using a moving average, this is the shape of the DNA. This is how the market moves. Goes up, pulls down, goes back up, comes down, pulls up, comes down, back down again. And if we connect these building blocks together, this is how the market moves. And this is how the market moves downwards. So we understood the DNA of the market and understood how the market moves, but we need to put context to this DNA, like bones and skeleton, like muscle. We had to put some context to this shape of DNA to understand the market's shape in general, right? And to do that, we took two moving averages, 21 SMA and 233 SMA, and superimposed it on the market's movement. And there is a reason to why we took 21 SMA and 233 SMA, because both the numbers are Fibonacci numbers. And if you know Fibonacci numbers are a series of numbers that we see in nature. In nature, how nature repeats its patterns are based on Fibonacci numbers. Those Fibonacci numbers uh, start from 1 and goes to infinity, and how the petals evolve, how the seashells evolve and grow, they all follow Fibonacci numbers. So we took a DNA from life, from nature. We took Fibonacci numbers from nature, and we plotted two lines, 21 SMA and 233 SMA, and came up with this shape of the market. Uh, this is how the market moves. Goes up, comes down, goes up. So two SMA lines we have plotted, and this 233 SMA is what we call as river, river of the market. Why we call it as river of the market is because, again, when we look at the nature, all civilizations have been built around a water body or a river, major river. The Nile's civilization, Egyptian civilization, which is built around Niles. Indus Valley civilization, which is built around Indus River. Amazon civilization. So all major rivers had their civilization around a water body. And same with the price, price and sorry same with animals animals move away from the water, go out for hunting, but they come back to a water hole for their watering needs. So they away find their food, but they have to come back to water. And same way with price, price goes away from 233 SMA, but it comes back to 233 SMA. It moves away from 233 SMA, but comes back to 233 SMA. So whatever happens in nature happens in the financial markets as well. And once we understood that, and using the Fibonacci numbers, which again came from the market, from nature, we came up with the shape of this market. But now, what do we do with the previous slide where I showed you the market condition, 6 market conditions? So what we tried to, lay down those 6 market conditions on this chart. So market condition number is here. Market condition number 2, which is also an uptrending market, making swings, going up, is here. Market condition number 5 is a downtrending market, which we plotted here. 6 is also a downtrending market, but making swings. We plotted it here. And market condition number 3 is a sideways market. We plotted it here. And 4 is a narrow range flat market, which we must avoid, is plotted here. So now our market DNA is complete. So we know that if price has gone up, it will come down to meet 233 SMA. So if it has gone down, it will go back up to 233 SMA. So this is immense knowledge. Now with this, you can predict how the stock market will move, what it will do next. You have a crystal ball in your hand now to predict which direction it will go and trade accordingly and make money consistently. You have the skill, you have the inside edge, you have the decision making capability. So this is already a wow picture for anyone who wants to improve their trading skills. One thing is still left in this picture. That thing is what happens here. How do I know when the market will make a turn? How far it's going to go up? How do I know that it's a time to go long here? Because I know here I have to close my position. Here I close my position so I can make profit, and here I need to make go long, or here I should go short, and here I have to cover my position. That I know, but how do I know that the market has made a turn? How do I know that it's time to go switch direction? So will it keep going up, or how will I know it's going to make turns? So again, we try to look at the nature. So what happens when there is a turn? When there is a turn, what happens there? So let's look at a highway here. So we are going on a highway, and highway has what? It has intersections at major intersections of highways. It has a clover-like road construction. Yeah, this is a clover, and so a car is moving here in this direction, and they have signs like, okay, it's an intersection coming up. You see a sign for a restaurant, you see a sign for a motel, you have a sign for a gas station. So you have the sign to know that there is an exit coming. But here in stock market, there is no sign as to when there is a turn, and at all the turns in highway, there are businesses. Why? So why? Because that's where the exchange happens. There is a lot of exchange going on in these turns. People, you know, have people who need food, they need fuel, they need rest. So food, restaurants, motels, or gas stations will be on this turns, because exchange happens. The exchange happens with people exchange dollar for gas, food, or rest. So exchange is happening. So in stock market also, at these turns, there is a heavy exchange. You know, uh, uh, there is a lot of transaction. Money is changing hands at these turns, and because of that exchange, there is a lot of volatility. There is a lot of back and forth movement here. So back and forth movement here at these locations, and by looking at that, we come to a conclusion that market is now about to make a turn. We should get ready for our position. We need to open our positions, assess the situation, and take trades. So at those turns, we take trades, like in these highways. So again, whatever happens in life happens in stock market as well. When there is a turn, a lot of exchange happens, price goes back and forth. And if you see, this pattern number 3 repeats at these turns as well. So this is pattern number 3, nothing else. So this pattern, once you recognize this pattern, you'll be ready to make a decision, take a trade, and profit from these movements. There's a very smooth movement back to 233 SMA, a smooth movement back to 233 SMA. And with this knowledge, understanding life, understanding human behavior, understanding nature, the Fibonacci numbers, what happens in exchange, what happens at a river, how civilization is built around the river. All this knowledge is now reflected in stock market. All these phenomenon are reflected in stock market as well. So with this knowledge, you'll be able to become a good trader. With some practice, after this, you become a good trader. So this is the most important slide, which we kind of share with our traders who join our program. And there are a lot of details, we go into those in our training, but feel free to take a picture of this and keep it handy. Even if you don't join our program, you want to trade on your own, you can apply this knowledge the rest of your life in day trading, in investing, in your 401k portfolio, swing trading, whatever trading style you want to adopt. This market DNA will help you, become a better trader. So, so this is a picture in a neater form. So just feel free to take a picture. Now the best part. Before that, I want to give you an example of this DNA as well. So it's not just theoretical. If we take a stock market and look at, this pink line is 233 SMA, and this green line that's going up is like 21 SMA. And if you see here, it was like a market condition number 3 formed, and then market started to go up. It went up all the way here. Then there was a consolidation or exchange, pattern number 3 formed, and then it came down to 233 SMA. 233 SMA, the river of the market. It went to meet here, and then again started to consolidate here. So in the previous slide, I had shown the shape of the DNA, but this slide shows you the orientation of the DNA, because a DNA could be slanted as well. It could be slanted like this. It doesn't have to be horizontal. It can happen, but they could be slanted as well. So that's why you see 233 is slanted, So that's why sometimes price comes to 233, sometimes 233 comes to price. Sometimes, most of the time, animals come to the river. Sometimes water comes to the animal as well. So regardless, you can predict that this much of movement is yours. You can, trade all this place and, and make profit. With advanced learning, you can make profit everywhere. Here you can make profit, here you can make profit, here you can make profit. But now you can predict the market's direction with ease. So now the best part, the demo of Sliver Bullet software. We have Sliver Bullet Pro 2.0. So this here I will give you a demo of the software and show you how the software works and how one can make money using this software. So here I am going to explain this chart a bit. This is a chart from NinjaTrader. I'm trading NQ Nasdaq September contract, and I'm using a 30-second chart. I use 34 because 34 is a Fibonacci number. You can use 30 seconds, 1 minute chart, etc. And we discuss in detail about what type of chart to use, what should be the time frame, and all that in our academy. But this is most commonly used in chart in active market in the daytime. And here I will load the software, Sliver Bullet Pro. So this is the software version 2. I double click, and here there are some parameter settings. For now, you need to know is these are like ATMs. 3 ATM settings are there, which means automated trade management settings. There are 3 of them. So ATM 1 trades with 1 contract, 2 trades with 2 contracts, 3 trades with 3 contracts. And you can set up maximum loss for the session and the maximum profit target for the session. Once these targets or loss levels are met, software will stop automatically. It won't take any more trades. So that's the information. And all these are customizable. So for example, I want to make a profit of say I'll make a profit of $1,500. I want to make a profit of $1,500. Of course, I have to increase the max loss also accordingly. So I kind of keep it at $2,500 because the 50K funded account has the max loss of $2,500. So I will use that number for convenience. You don't have to keep these numbers this high. You can keep it smaller number, because in the beginning especially you should play with smaller number. But I'm putting high numbers because I want to show you the potential of this software. I'm not saying that you should have high profit every day, and because you may not achieve high profits every day. But regardless, so here the software has been loaded. This is the user interface. These colorful buttons. Very simple user interface, minimalist. Doesn't take too much of space on your chart. These are different ATM buttons. Any one ATM button will be active any particular time. And here is long and short buttons. These are automated trading buttons. Similarly, we have buy sell button, which are manual trading buttons. You can trade manually as well. Though automation is there, when you become expert, you want to take trades manually. 1 or 2 trades here there when you see that your setup is forming and you want to take early trade before the bar is closed, you can trade manually as well. And in between there are strategy buttons. There are total 6 strategies in it, controlled using 4 buttons. And if you don't press any button and press only the long and short automated strategy buttons, the default strategy will be active. There is a hidden default strategy as well. And there is a scale in button. You can add more trades to existing trade to come out for break even. And then there is aggressive mode. The defensive mode is the default. You can press this button to go aggressive and take trades, more number of trades. So with this, I will start the timer for, I want to give you a demo, and I will give you a demo using uh, yesterday's data. I always give a demo using previous day's data. So it was Friday yesterday, and market opens at 8, and you know um, opens at 8:30. Sorry, market opens at 8:30 a.m. and I set the timer to 8:30 a.m. So all the demos I've given are based on the market open. That's when I, for the sake of consistency, I so that uh, my results are consistent. So if you go to our YouTube channel, I would highly recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. All our webinars have used 8:30 morning data as on Friday. So, and you can see the results of the demos. But today's demo, let's see. First, before my stance is going to be neutral. I don't know what I want to do in the beginning, and I will turn the software on. So now market is moving here. You see there is a movement. Let me increase the size. Yeah. Okay, market is coming down. It has come down now. I usually wait for a couple of minutes before I decide which direction I should trade. So I'm going to increase the speed, and okay, it's market is coming up. It's made a big green candle. So I waited for about a minute or so, and I saw the market was going down and then started to go up and went up with with force. So I would like to predict the market to be on the upside today because there was a force here. So what I'm going to do is I usually like to wait for a couple of minutes, but I'm going to be aggressive. I will turn ATM2 on with 2 contracts, and I'm going to trade on the long side. I will turn the scaling button on. So if the price goes against me, my position, I can at least come out for break even, and I'll go aggressive mode. So we get to see more trades in the demo. So now I turn this on. I can control the speed because it's a recorded data, yesterday's data, a playback data. It's not recorded data, but it's a playback data, yesterday's data. So I'm using. I can control the speed. So it's a 10x speed, and now market is going down. Unfortunately, it went up, but now it's going down. But since I made the decision on the long side, I won't change my decision until I see a equally big or bigger red candle. I still see that this green candle is the biggest, and my bias will still be long before I change it. I don't want to change my bias at random. I need to have a solid reason to change my bias. I haven't have the reason yet. So I will stay long, and I'm trying to. It's okay. We got first trade here. It took us some time, 10 minutes. Usually we get 2, 3 trades easily, but today it's 8:39. I got my first trade this late. Regardless, it traded with 2 contracts. One contract was already closed for a profit. We made $40. It shows 40 here, and the second contract is open. And here you see unrealized profit of $35. So $35 are still available for us to capture. I'll keep it on, and okay, target filled. I see now a profit of $131 here, and here also profit is printed. So $131, total trades 1 at this moment. Only took 1 trade in 11 minutes. So my bias is correct. It's uptrending market, looks like still, and I'm taking long trades here. So I increase the speed. Okay, now market is coming down, so I may have to change my direction, but no, I didn't have to, because This was the biggest candle, green candle was the biggest candle. I needed to see a similar red candle to be able to change my decision. So I was right. Market is going up, continues to go up. So my bias has proven right. Now market is going up very significantly, and I'm not getting any trades because trades will happen when there is a pullback, and there is a pullback now. And here is a break even. There was a scale in, there was an additional trade that got placed, and both were profitable until now. From 4 trades, $311. It's close to 9 o'clock. In half an hour, $300 we made. So this is how the software trades. I'm going to increase the speed here. One more trade, one more profit. So I can stop trading at any point in time just by pressing the stop button. Oops. I stopped it when the trade was on, and I was just giving the demo, and it's $238 of loss here. So I was showing you how to stop the trade, and it and it took a loss. So let me pause it to show you. If you don't want to trade, you press the stop button and it will not take any trades. But when I pressed it, it turned out to be an active trade when I pressed it. So if you want to close the trade, you can press the stop. Manually also you can close the trade. So at least that is understood now. So we have made our loss back, and we are back to $400 again. This would have been a profitable trade as well. So we would have been up 238 that we lost. So we would have been at $700 around that. So these are break-even trades. Here we are not making money. So okay, it got closed because I wanted to show you that if we are losing, then also software tries to come out for break-even automatically, unless there is a huge whiplash or something. During news events we do not trade, and but other than that, software has built-in features to stay safe. So now we are checking along nicely. Target filled. So $700. Order filled. Target filled. So so maybe we'll try to reach up to $1,000 and then stop trading. So it's $1,100, and we usually trade till 10 o'clock. I say 1 hour, but we in our company we trade till trade for till 10 in the morning to 90 minutes. And you see, in 90 minutes we have made it's still not 10, but we made about $1,300. $1,300. So I will let me note down this number, and show you here. 1381 we made in about in 90 minutes. 90 minutes. Okay. And say you trade only 60 minutes, since I kind of said 60 minutes, and say you make $1,000 in those 60 minutes, or even $900 in 60 minutes, right? So let's take these numbers for reference, and now let's go back to our presentation and look these numbers in context. So I traded 90 minutes and made about $1,300, and I kind of reduced the time to 60 minutes, and say if you trade only 60 minutes, you would have been around $900 profit. And I did not take that $238 loss, which I incurred because I accidentally pressed the stop button while demoing. And so regardless, I'll take the number that uh, we concluded. $1,381 I showed you, it's been made. But when I showed this chart in the beginning, I showed that our uh, profit target is only $50 per day. Trading 1 hour. And here we have demoed that we could make as much as $1,000 or more. Uh, so there is a big gap between our assumption, right? But there is a deliberate reason why I took only $50 per day. So say assume that now that you should get convinced that we can make $100. $100 could be a reasonable number, since we have seen that software can make this much money. So if we make $100 per day trading 1 hour, this number becomes 2K per month or 24K per month, right? So by investing $50,000, if you make 24K per month, it's like close to 50% return. It's already a great business. Very few businesses make 50% in returns. So it's already a great business model. Now, but I had told you that I'm going to help you see that if we can reduce it by 1/10 and increase it by 10x, right? That was so let's look at that possibility. That we can do only by eliminating these big cost items. So these big cost items, if we eliminate, our cost comes, and if we can bring the cost down to 5K one time and uh, increase this to 100 per day, right? And or even without it, if we can make it 10x per month, it becomes $10,000 per month. If we make it $100 per day, then this becomes 2K per month. So 10x of this will be $20,000 per month. So you're making investment of $5,000 and making $20,000 per month. So this is the possibility. Then it's a great business. The reason I've been showing this slide is because I want you to understand whether it makes a business sense and what's the potential here. So this is the uh, uh, part. So it's a viable business. It's a profitable business if we know how to do it, because the returns are great. Even at a very conservative number of only $50 to $100 per day, trading 1 hour a day, you can make a very good decent living. And how you can achieve this 10x? You can trade multiple accounts at the same time. As I had shown, you can create a portfolio of funded accounts, portfolio of funded accounts. So if you have built a portfolio of funded accounts over a period of time, you can multiply your profit that many times, as the number of funded accounts. So you start with 1, then add 2, then 3, then 4. Even if you have 5 funded accounts a year, you're making $5,000 per month just by trading $50, or you're making $10,000 per month just by making $100 per day. So hope the math makes sense now. And um, so here, how this software helps you is Sliver Bullet Pro software. It gives you training wheel for your bicycle, or it helps you like guide rails in the bowling alley. So these training wheels or guide rails prevent you from falling from the bike or keeping the ball in the lane instead of going into the gutter. So especially at the time of learning, it helps you stay on your course, reduce your risk, reduce your losses. Even with training wheels, one can fail if they don't ride properly, but most of the time, most of the time, they keep you safe. So this is how that's the power of automated software. Sliver Bullet Pro 2.0 has a lot of features like advisor component as well. It shows on the screen what kind of market it is, whether you should trade or not trade or reduce quantity, and all that kind of information it gives you. Now, uh, so I was talking about multiple accounts, right? So here's an example of trading with multiple accounts. Here, we parallelly traded with multiple accounts, and this is the kind of results we obtained. We get it, we do it all the time. So here, ignore the big numbers and small numbers because these are sorted in size. And in the middle, you see this P&L of $100. This is a midpoint number, meaning, on an average, this is a typical number you can achieve in your trading, and this much is enough. We should make small profits across multiple accounts, and if we are able to achieve that, we'll multiply our profit. So if you make $100 across, these are like 14 or 15 accounts, you make $1,400 per day. So this is showing you the potential of it. Some days we are conservative, some days markets are not conducive, we don't trade across our accounts. Those days, profit could look like this. High profit, because we took high risk. Small profit because we took a smaller risk. So so this kind of results are possible. Now, so because we can trade simultaneously across multiple accounts, if you trade across 10 accounts simultaneously, you'll make $100,000 per month with a one-time investment of $5,000 one time. I haven't shown you yet how 5,000, what will be that $5,000 look like, but in the next slide I will show you talk about this $5,000 one-time investment. So before that, these are some certificates we have received from our funding providers. Over last 6 months, we started the program last November. Since then, we have passed many evaluations and counting. So there are more than 30 evaluations we have passed. Here, these are the evaluations we have passed since June. And this particular one was last week. Last week, you see June 10th. This was, sorry, July 10th, July 3rd. So this month we passed these two, and these are all from June and July. So, but more close to, more than 35, I think 38 evaluations we have passed so far. So, so it's now the decision time, let's understand whether this system is for you or not. So you should rightly have a question in your mind whether Sliver Bullet Trading System is right for you. It is not right for you, or you don't need it if you have a safe job for life. If you have good job, a good well-paying job for life, guaranteed, then you don't need Sliver Bullet Trading System. Why do you need to worry about something else when you are safe, you're financially free? And you don't need this system if you have a good source of passive income. So if that's taking care of your life, you're giving you financial freedom, you don't need anything else. Why to spend even an hour trading when you have a passive income that's taking care of your financial needs and living some after that. And you don't need Sliver Bullet Trading System if you are happy with your current financial situation and your future. So happiness is important. Money doesn't buy happiness; it just aids uh, in becoming happy. But if you are already happy, whatever your financial situation is, whether great or not, you don't need anything else. You're already happy. You don't need Silver Bullet Trading System. But if you want to control your financial future by spending only 60 to 90 minutes a day, you need to have Sliver Bullet Trading System. So what are your options now? So Sliver Bullet Trading System is for you, but you still have the option to drop it. Say, no, this is not your passion. This is not going to work for you. You don't, whatever reason, you can still drop it. Or you can delay it. Say that, hey, it's not the right time. I'm busy with something else. Uh, don't want to do it. For whatever reason, you want to delay it, not convinced. But let me tell you, you have already delayed. Um, in my opinion, trading should be taught in schools and colleges. Everybody should know how to look for bargain, when to buy low, when to sell high. It's not about setting up a garage sale. It's about evaluating your options all the time and getting best bargain for your buck. So delaying is not the not a good option either. You can say that, okay, you can figure it out yourself. I have already shared a lot of good information. Further, you can figure it out yourself. But without a mentor, your journey is very difficult. We have spent many years developing this program, developing the software. We had the software ready 3 years ago, 3.5 years, or 4 years ago, actually. But we did not release it. We released only last November because we were not convinced with the everything that we have built and the program and all that. So we had to come up with the market DNA, the training, everything before we launch this software. You can opt for some other trading program. There are many trading programs available in the market. They charge anywhere from $12,000 to $50,000, but we haven't seen a single program where they provide all three: the education, the automation of trades, and the trader funding. All three only we provide at the price unbeatable. All three items. So then finally the last option is for you to make the right decision and go for Sliver Bullet Trading System. So if you decide to go for Sliver Bullet Trading System, our program comes in two flavors. One is Sliver Bullet Lite, and the other one is Sliver Bullet Pro. The Lite version costs $4,000, and the Pro version costs $6,000. This is the retail price, and we are running some good promos as well. So promo price is 10% discount on Sliver Bullet Lite and 30% discount on Sliver Bullet Pro. So 30%. So that gives you the price of $4,200 for Sliver Bullet Pro and $3,600 for Sliver Bullet Lite. Most of our customers, in fact, all our customers have purchased Sliver Bullet Pro because we give a bigger discount. You get with this, you get access to Sliver Trades Academy. You get a weekly group training for 1 month, like 4 group training sessions, and following that 4 weeks of support you'll get when you make the purchase. So Sliver Bullet Pro is a full version, and if you make the purchase today, we also offer what we call a Sliver Lining offer. Sliver Lining offer is that by tomorrow, if you purchase, we'll give you a free $50,000 account subscription for 1 month. This account has the requirement of $3,000 in profit to pass the evaluation without hitting the max drawdown of $2,500. And if you purchase by tomorrow, we'll give you a free Bitcoin trading strategy as well, which we are going to come out in next couple of months. And when we launch it, it will be of $1,500 value, and that's going to be for you for no additional cost. And you can start your journey by visiting slivertrades.com and using the discount code launch30. So how to do it is you go to slivertrades.com. This is the website you go to, and either click on software or just scroll down here and click the price buy now button. For Sliver Bullet Pro, you click the buy now button, and you click on this read the agreement, because the agreement is what you will be signing. This license, software license, is for one computer for lifetime. So you need to have that software installed on your computer and the computer number, MAC ID to be captured. So we'll capture all that in this agreement. So you do click on this agreement and read it. It's a short document, not a long one. Then you add this item in the cart. So you go to view cart, and when you check out, you can log in as guest. You don't have to sign in or sign up. You log in as guest and enter launch30 as the coupon code. And when you apply, oops, coupon has expired, so I have to enable the coupon. So I will enable it. So apply that coupon and you will get the price for $4,200. So going back to the slide here. And once you sign up, we give you access to Sliver Trades Academy as well. So you can access the Academy from here, and the Academy will open up, which looks like this, Sliver Trades Academy, where we have the full course. And in addition to the weekly training sessions, you have this access to study the material. Different sections are there, including video lessons. There are some 7 video lessons and counting. So you can watch them and trade using that. We also do live demos from time to time, and we'll share those details once you join. And that's how you make the purchase. But want to do a special webinar date promo. So those who have joined the trading webinar, this webinar, we'll give you a special 40% off Independence Day special, which was last week, but we will continue giving you that special. And this will cost you only $3,600. It's not the $6,000, not the $4,200, but only $3,600 one time, and you get lifetime license of Sliver Trades Sliver Bullet Pro software license. You will get weekly training for 4 weeks, and then support for 4 following weeks, and you get access to Sliver Trades Academy for 3 months. So so this is your key to your financial independence, and only for $3,600. And to get $3,600 discount or 40% discount, you need to either email or message us, because this quantity is limited. It's not open to everyone, only to those who have attended the webinar today. And you can contact us by sending us a message at 331-255-3656, and or emailing us at info@slivertrades.com. So here is the message again, information again. Thank you very much for joining. I would like to answer any questions that you may have and answer them. So